Warm up those shoulders and get ready to roll on the hammock with us today.
Welcome back to our channel, and it's Hammock Week this week.
Yeah, we are on the hammock this week doing a very pretty and easy routine.
Yes, and this routine has a few different rolls than we normally do, but they look really cool, and I love that we start with them. Usually you have the rolls in the end, but this one starts with a roll, and it's also done quite slow to me. What do you think?
For me, it's very fast because I can't do it slow.
Oh. But even if okay, fair.
So we do a lot of shoulder rotation when we are doing these rolls. So my shoulder is not as flexible as Taylor's, so I have to really warm up my shoulders before I do the rolls. And when I do them, I can't do it slow. I have to do it fast so that I don't know, it feels easier if I do it fast. My shoulders don't need to stay in that rotated position for a long time. So yeah, Taylor says we do it slow. I feel like I just do it and done.
It looks like you're doing it slow and gracefully when you do it though.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you take into consideration when you do it for the breakdown, maybe it's fast, but I think when you do it, it looks like a nice little slow fast roll.
Slow, fast roll.
Guys, if you're new to this channel, welcome. On this channel, we talk all things aerial, and we break down different routines every week across 4 different apparatuses: aerial hoop, hammock, silks, and pole. So if you practice any of these apparatuses, especially at home, do subscribe to the channel. It's a great resource to have whenever you're training, either at home or at your open practice.
Yeah, and if you enjoy our content and you know other aerialists who are always looking for resources when they are training and will also enjoy the content, we invite you to share the content with them, invite them to join the channel. We would love to have them as part of our community.
Now, before we start, we always need to do a quick safety check. So let's start by checking our equipment, make sure everything is okay with your rigging and stuff. Make sure you have grip or resin as you need. Make sure that you have a crash mat. Don't practice without one under any circumstances. And then of course, make sure that you warm up well and cool down well before and after you practice aerial. If you're looking for warm-up ideas, you can find them in a playlist, which we'll leave right up here. As Karina mentioned, it does take a bit of shoulder mobility. So if you're someone who struggles with that, or in general, just warm up your shoulders well, maybe do some shoulder rotations before you start doing this routine. So go do that first, and then come back to doing this routine if you haven't as yet.
I also wanted to add that they should warm up their active splits flexibility. When you pull up after you straddle and you extend that leg, if you don't warm up, like before, I wouldn't be able to do that without warming it up.
Yeah. Man, we've come a long way.
Yeah, we have really come a long way with our flexibility.
Yeah, because remember when we did the Black Mambo routine, we had to warm up pretty well, but yeah, we just decided to do that.
Yeah, we just decided today and dropped it in, and we didn't really warm up our splits flexibility today. So like if you are better along on your flexibility journey, then it should not be a problem. But if flexibility is something that you are working on, then I do encourage you to warm up your active and your passive flexibility for this.
Yes. Okay, and then of course make sure you're wearing the right clothing. Of course, for the hammock, if you're not used to that feeling of having the fabric against your skin, it could be a little uncomfortable, so I'd opt for leggings. You don't really need to have much grip for any part of this routine, so you'd be perfectly safe using whatever leggings you have, whether they're slippery or not. If not, you know, it's up to you. But yes, just be aware of how the fabric makes you feel. Of course, make sure you have your spotting buddy. Make sure you have someone to train with so they can be your GPS in the air, be your cheerleader, help you out, and if something happens, they're there to call someone or assist you.
Yay, and you cannot see the routine synced up to the music that we choreographed it to. All of the routines on our channel, we choreograph to a specific routine so that we have different timing in the music and so on that we need to hit. But if you want to see it synced up to the music, you can check a short that we left for you right up here. This short is synced up to the music, but I think this routine is a little bit longer than a minute, so it will either have the beginning or the end of it cut off. So then we just invite you to hop onto our Instagram accounts. We do post them there, and usually they're up live by the time this video premieres. You can find links to our Instagram accounts down in the description below. And then we always welcome you to come back to the channel on Friday when we release a YouTube video that shows both of us doing the same routine, and you get to see it synced up to the music, what it looks like when two people do the same routine. You get to see our height difference. Taylor, the hammock is a little bit too close to the ground for her, so she cannot fold as much. And for me, well, you know, I already told you about that rotation part of the routine. So you get to see how two people that, you know, our bodies are different. We can do some things better than other things based on how our bodies can move and so on. And it's a great way for you to see and be more accepting of what it is that your body can do. We will also leave you a link to the song that we use and the timing in which we get started down in the description below, so that you know exactly what time we started and what version of the song we're using.
Now that we've covered everything, let's get started.
Hey Aerialist, we have a special guest here today breaking down this routine for you. So Taylor is here on the hammock, ready to show you how to do this routine that we just filmed. So we're going to start with your left leg inside of the hammock. So Taylor inserts her left leg to around her knees, and then she's going to hold high on both poles. So what you will notice is that because her left leg is in the hammock, her left hand is holding on the outside pole while the right hand is holding on the inside pole. Then she's going to pivot a little forward, and the hammock goes a little in front of the rigging point, but her hands are under the rigging point. It's pulling the fabric a little back so that it will keep her under the rigging point as she adds spin. Now she's going to turn her body, swing that leg inside backwards, and pivot off of that leg that is behind the hammock. And then when she has enough spin, she's going to release her left hand and insert that right leg between the space between the hammock and her body as she turns to rotate her shoulder to do this pose here. The free leg is bent underneath. And now to do a second turn, she's going to engage her shoulders and turn towards the hammock as she brings that free leg up and leans it against the pole, and she pushes it away with her leg that is on top. This one, she's not fully inserting her leg. She's using the tension of her leg to push the pole away. Then she's going to hold on to the same pole she's holding it with her left hand, and she's going to insert her right hand while keeping her legs forward in front of her so that she can bring her upper body between the poles. So push and fold over to come between the poles here. Here, if you have space, if your legs are not going to touch like Taylor, you can fold into like a complete fold, but Taylor will touch, so she will stay a little bit open. And so when she's here for a little bit, she's going to lift her right shoulder and think about bringing her body behind the pole, and then she's going to reach for that leg at the bottom and push the other pole in front of her away as she extends that leg. So you can see she's doing this pose here. She's going to hold this for a bit before she holds both poles again, and she's going to straddle. And she's going to insert that free leg between the pole and hook it at her knee and reach high above her as she holds the poles and bring her upper body up and hold this pose for a bit before she extends that top leg to do this splitty-like pose here. Now, for her to do the next pose, she's going to release her body and bring her body backwards and bring that leg that is in front, yes, and bring the pole between her legs before she closes her legs together and puts one on top of the other so she can have this scissor-like shape here. Once she's held this shape for a bit, she's going to take that free leg and crochet it up on the pole above and bring the leg that is wrapped as close crossed over the other leg as she can as she does some extensions here. From here, she's going to release her leg slowly. So she's going to release the crochet leg, hold on to the poles between her legs, and bring her body down. And then she's going to hold high with her right hand and release her body from the hammock so that she can bring that other leg inside and come to a sit. And that is the end of the routine. That was so much fun. We had a lot of fun putting this routine together, learning it together.
If you want to try another kind of roll on the hammock, check out the routine we're going to leave on screen for you. We'll leave the dance video on top so you can see what it looks like, and the routine tutorial at the bottom so you can check it out and try it along with us. And until next time,
Bye.
bye.